Alright, the next harness we're working on is for the injection pump. This one plugs into one of the other ECU plug harnesses and basically sends power to the ECU or the injection pump. So all these wires right here, there's a yellow with a black, red with purple, and black with the purple. Those originally went to that splice, this splice here, the yellow, and black purple is right here, that splice. Those are all power. So the 109 relay here controls this splice, the red, purple, and then the yellow, black. This wire here, the purple, black, purple, needs to be tapped into the Toyota ignition. So that is one wire we need to run into the Toyota harness somewhere. Other than that, I'm just going to connect those back up to that harness and those will be done. There's a couple other wires on here we need. One being, if I can get it out of here, this is a small purple, and that is from the coolant temperature, or this is the wire that feeds the temperature gauge on the cluster. So I'm going to be tapping this from the factory Volkswagen sending unit into my Toyota cluster. So it's not going to be 100% accurate on that gauge, but once you establish your running temperature, you know where it's going to be, so not a big deal there. There's two grounds on this harness right here that need to be grounded, and then one other wire that we need as well. Like, it's a load reduction. That needs switch power, so I'll probably tap that into the Toyota ignition as well somewhere. Other than that, there is this bundle. There's some green and a green black. That's for VSS. There's a signal for VSS and oil pressure to cluster. These we don't need. The ECU doesn't care about the oil pressure. It's just for the, simply for the oil pressure light. It's just a dummy light. It's not a gauge. So I'm actually running a gauge on the Toyota because it's factory. So I'll be won't be using this wire. And then the VSS is completely deleted from the ECU, so those wires are no longer needed. So I think I'm going to pull this harness apart, since it's just a little bit, and unpin these three wires, and that harness will be done, other than just tapping those power wires back in. Alright, now we're going to hook some power up to my little distribution box here. So like I said, that's the factory Volkswagen one that sat on top of the battery, and I just cut that mount up and bolted it here. So I already got the cable run for the glow plug relay, and that's in the factory spot on the factory fuse. This one here for the 109 relay, it kind of spliced into some other power wires, and it should be powered by a 30 amp fuse. Now none of these are 30s. There's a 40, a couple 50s, and a few really. There's a 110 and a 150, I think, some big ones. For that originally went to the alternator and starter, possibly. I can't remember exactly what. So anyway, I actually found a 30. I got to pick it up today, so I'm gonna swap this one out for a 30, but I'm gonna wire that into there. And then I got working on the fuel pump relay. I already got this wire run over to the solenoid here, and that's the signal wire to tell the relay when to turn on and send power to the fuel pump. So that, with doing it this way, that only lets the fuel pump run when the engine's actually running. If the engine stalls and the ignition's still on, the fuel pump will turn off. So that's the safest way to do it. So I just got to run one of these to power, and I'll show you what I'm doing there, and then the other one just feeds the fuel pump, which I'm going to tie into this wire here. So that already runs all the way back to the fuel pump. So for that, the other power wires coming off that distribution box, this is the factory plug-in, and that feeds a lot of the fan control. So I'm going to cut these wires, and I'm going to use this factory plug-in and just tap into these wires. So one of those is going to power the fuel pump relay, and then if I ever add anything else in this truck, I should have 3 slots. I don't think I'm using any more of these. So 3 slots for power here, and then I'll have 2 extra fused, these smaller blade fuses here for power. So if I do, you know, like lights or a radio or anything like that, or like a sub, I'll have, I already have fused links for it, so that'll come in handy in the future. So yeah, let's get this on, and then I'll go cut that connection off, get this powered in, and that should be most of the power. I'm still waiting for the main battery cable that hooks up to the back here, and some other cables, one for the starter and then the main ground. So waiting for that, but we'll get this done for now. Alright, so there it is. We got these 2 powers. Oops. Something like that. So that's done. Let's go cut that connector off here. So I'm just going to cut it where these wires go into the loom, just so I have extra wire. Yep. So something like that. And then we got a nice clean plug in here. So I'll pull all that tape and everything off, get that cleaned up, and then we can tap into one of these wires here.